We kind of just want to get a grab there, get off, do our customs, get the bus, do the customs, walk, get on the tube, get to central Singapore. Wish us luck. Good morning, guys. We are currently in Johor Bahru, which is kind of on the border with Singapore, which is just over there. There's a bridge just over that wall that gets you to Singapore. If you look just there, there's some buildings there. That is actually Singapore. This is gonna kind of be showing you how to get to Singapore from here. So what we're going to do, or what we hope the plan is, is from here, which is Hotel CIQ. So CIQ is, I think, Customs, Immigration and Quarantine, which is like basically the immigration, you know, to get across to and back from and to Singapore. But yeah, so we have a hotel that's right next to it because it's just over there somewhere. But it is close, but it's slightly annoying because to get there you have to actually see like what this guy's doing here. You have to go on basically the motorway kind of to get there. What we thought originally we were going to be able to do is just go up there, walk to there, walk across the bridge. But I've kind of looked online and things, and some people say that you can't, other people have done it, but then there's bits where they actually have to walk on the motorway with all the cars. You know, not so fun, not so fun. So what we've reimagined doing is we're going to get a grab from here to CIQ on the Johor side, then go through customs, then catch a bus across the bridge, then go through customs again on the Singapore side, and then walk to the underground to then get to central Singapore. Sounds confusing, right? See, so this is why I'm trying to do a video of it, because yeah, I spent about 2 hours last night working out what's the best way of doing it. Obviously if you're driving yourself or something, you can just like do the driving system where you drive in, you do your passport, you drive. And there are other ways of, like, you can get a grab straight from here all the way to Singapore, for example. But then it's a bit strange because then your grab driver also has to go through customs with you, and I don't know how that works, you know. That's a bit confusing. I have heard that this is the only grab you can catch between countries. So that's interesting fact there. And I will spray a whole lot of facts at you as this little system progresses. So at the moment Usher's trying to work out how to get a grab from here over to there, because yeah, we don't want to walk on the motorway again like these people are here. It may actually be simpler than what we think, because it seems to be just what people do. But for us coming from, I guess, Europe, or even, you know, some of the roads that we had to walk on in Indonesia, we kind of just want to get a grab there, get off, do our customs, get the bus, do the customs, walk, get on the tube, get to central Singapore. Wish us luck. Okay guys, so first thing is in action, which is the grab to the pickup and drop off point CIQ. Let's see how we're gonna go. Yeah. Okay guys, so yeah, the strange thing about kind of this area as well is there's a lot of like one-way systems and things, so we're actually going kind of backwards on ourselves, and then we go back towards where we've just been. So yeah, and this is also why we were getting a bit confused, because we were kind of crossing roads and then there was cars coming one way and then we weren't sure what was happening. And obviously this is a motorway, so you know, we were walking across in front of cars and motorways yesterday trying to get across. So that's why we've decided to catch this grab, just to get there safely and then kind of know what it is and what's possible and if there's footpaths or not. Because also we're going back to Singapore tomorrow. I guess depending on how this one goes will depend on how we get to these different places as well. But this only costs, so this grab costs like 7 ringgit, so that's like less than less than £2, £1.50 or something. Yeah, there is a path all the way.
But still, it's a pathway.
There's a path here as well.
Yeah.
There is a footpath, yeah, all the way. Yeah.
But we didn't know it's a path walk. We had to walk on the street.
Okay, so this is kind of the drop-off point, the CIQ. Like I said, this is like customs, immigration and quarantine. Yeah, we're not exactly sure what to do from here, but I guess we'll find out. Okay, so I believe we're now from the pickup. You go up these stairs, and this is kind of CIQ here behind us. But I don't know, let's work it out. Okay, so then yeah, you go up those stairs, and then you follow a sign to Woodlands. And it's just a sign to Woodlands. And then I asked the guy just here, so I think we go immigration, then we get on a bus over the bridge, then we go immigration again, and then we're in Singapore. Let's see. We're going this way. I don't know. So we just exited Malaysia. Now we're in kind of no man's land. We are of no country at the moment. But we're heading that way to Singapore. Da -da -da. Oh no, I think, yeah, now we have to catch the bus. Now we catch the bus.
You sure?
Yeah. See, platform.
Oh.
Okay, so then you come down to departure platform A, we think, which is going to be the departures, obviously, as opposed to B, which I imagine is the arrivals. Okay? I think that's how it works. And then here's all our buses down here. Seems pretty simple so far. We're not there yet though. Okay, so it seems like you might need to submit an SG arrival card. Okay guys, so there seems to be buses to 3 different points. One is Kranji, which is I think where we wanted to go to.
Yeah.
But we've paid to go to Queen Street, which is actually a lot further down, more central. There's also another one called Newton's Circus. So
this is like a fast bus.
So to Kranji it costs $2.60. Queen Street it costs $4.80, and Newton's Circus it costs $4.60. Yeah. I guess we all get off the bus on the other side and do the immigration, I guess. Yeah, once we go over the bridge, I guess we then do immigration, then get back on the bus and go all the way down to Queen Street.
No, I think that's
But we'll see. So this is kind of part of the bridge, I think. Yeah, this is more or less the bridge. We kind of live down here somewhere. Yeah, we live down there. And now kind of in no man's land, because we are signed out of Malaysia and we're not quite signed in to Singapore yet. But we shall see what happens. But here's the bridge. So we're now on Singapore land, kind of. But we're not quite in the country yet. So that's now Malaysia over that side. And yeah, we're now on this side. Okay guys, so something a bit strange has happened down here. the bus numbers have changed. We're on CW5, I think, going to Queen Street, but this one says to Newton Circus. Okay, so what's happened since? So we got off the bus, no, we got on the bus, right? Got on the bus, went across, you get off the bus, and then you have to go through customs, no, yeah, immigration, right? To get Singapore immigration. But for Singapore immigration you have to do an arrival card, which is kind of like a health declaration, kind of saying when you're entering, you know, your passport details and everything, and all this has to be done online. So luckily there is Wi-Fi in that hall which you can use, but you have to put in your name, your first name, last name, and your phone number, and then you get access to the Wi-Fi. And once you're on the Wi-Fi you can then fill out your SG, that's Singapore arrival card. Singapore SG? Yeah, SG card. So yeah, and within that, you know, you say, oh, you know, where are you going, where are you staying, and if you're not staying, like we're just going for the day, so you put under like accommodation in Singapore, you just put other, and then later on you put day trip. And then you kind of get through all that, and then you get that, and actually I didn't have to show the guy, maybe it just came up under my passport. Then you go through, you know, you get the normal, like, scan the passport, take the photo, you get your thumb scanned, and then you're through. And now we've come back through here, and we're just waiting. Well, we just went to the toilet, missed the bus, and now we're waiting for the bus to come back again, I guess. I reckon we can get on any bus, maybe. I'm not sure, but our ticket is for the CW5, but we're actually going to Queen Street, so don't know. We'll see what happens. Okay, so we're now on, although our ticket says the CW5, we're now on the CW2, so it seems like you can exchange maybe which way you're going, because this bus also says it's going to Queen Street. A little bit confusing again, but yeah, we seem to be at least heading in the right direction, and we seem to be in Singapore. So yeah, welcome to Singapore, I guess. Cool. Wasn't too difficult. Forgetting that we didn't have internet once we crossed over, because obviously we had a Malaysian phone card. So once you cross over the border, it seems like our Malaysian card stopped working. So obviously you have to then connect to the Wi-Fi. But it all worked out in the end, it seems. So yeah, now we're almost there. I guess when we stop, then and we get off the bus and we're on Singapore ground, then that's it. Until then, keep watching. Okay guys, so we made it. This is Singapore. Yeah, well, this is the bus station in Singapore anyway. Queen Street, so we went all the way to Queen Street. So yeah, well, that was the process. Hope that kind of helped you in some respects or some way. So what, let's go over it again. Grab to the CIQ drop off and pick up area. So that's what the I guess what the stop is on the Grab app. So from wherever you are, you get your Grab to the CIQ pick up and drop off area. Then you walk up the stairs, around, you get stamped out of Malaysia. You then go through, go down, you catch one of the buses. There's three options. The one that we got was to Queen Street. You then get on the bus, cross the bridge, you come out, you're then in Singapore technically. but then you have to get signed in to Singapore, and then you have to go through security, and then you go back down to the bus station, and then you get back on the bus, preferably or technically or preferably maybe one of the buses that you'd already got a ticket for. So basically when you get a ticket in Johor in Malaysia, that ticket gets you all the way here. You just have to get off it and get back on it. Different bus, but like, yeah, because the bus actually stops at the border in Malaysia. Sorry, at the border in Singapore. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Cool, I'm gonna end this video here. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope it helped. Welcome to Singapore. Now I'm gonna probably swap over to my bigger camera as we kind of walk around. So cheers for watching. Consider subscribing. I'll catch you guys on the next one, and until then, keep on drifting.